perfect on the day, going up against JupiterKing, who just got shellacked 3 crowns to 0 with very little damage done to his opponent. He's got to make a monstrous comeback and do it a couple more times.
Yeah, and that's as shook as I feel like I've seen JupiterKing. He does not. This is out of sorts for him. He again, I've never seen him tip the king like that. That was absolutely crazy to just say this is game over. And I wonder where he is mentally now going into game number 2.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, JupiterKing is a very unemotional player, but that being said, someone that is that, you know, kind of secretive with their emotions or don't like to wear it on their sleeve, when you can actually see a little bit of stress on his face, it speaks volumes.
That snowball from Mugi, maybe thinking he was going to see an Ice Whiz low there. Instead, Barbhut comes out, P.E.K.K.A in response.
Yeah, like that. Mugi always looking to make the best play. Not a big, expenditure there into Elixir, and what he could have gotten out of it was definitely worth it. So I love that decision making. And again, that's a little bit more what I was talking about with what offensive and defensive playstyles could mean. Mugi playing a lot more aggressive than the veteran here.
And look at this, P.E.K.K.A tanking for both the Princess Tower and the Baby Dragon, but the poison on defense does clean that up, and now he'll be forced to spend a Hunter in response. JupiterKing down a little bit as we approach the midway point of regulation.
Yeah, he makes a positive trade there, still up a couple Elixir. Once he gets to 10, he's going to probably click back over to that Barbhut after playing one more card. Oh, there it is.
And now Barbhut into that side that Mugi has been playing. And think about this for a second, Andrew. Mugi has been pretty much committed to the left-hand lane now into our 3rd game of his in a row.
That's actually really an interesting thing that you point out.
I'm wondering. No, it looks like he's right-handed. I was gonna say, I wonder if he's left-handed.
I knew you were gonna go there, man. We've worked together for so long. I knew that was the next order in your mind. So here we go. Offense in again. Exactly what you're talking about. P.E.K.K.A tanking for everything, but that poison has been doing wonders for JupiterKing, and now he's going heavy on the offense.
Yeah, that's a pretty big counter push coming in, and NATO will hurt a lot of that. Hunter high to work on the Baby Dragon. And Jupiter might not. Oh, no, that's going to be a whole lot coming through.
He needs to keep pouring it on. He really does. Good idea there with the Barbhut down. He's going to deal with this. He's going to make it so Mugi can't get hyper-aggressive, and then he just needs to keep up the pressure because that P.E.K.K.A being as expensive as it is makes it a lot harder to get legs out of for Mugi.
It's a good time for him to get that P.E.K.K.A down, though. You see he's going to be back to 10 here fairly soon. Knowing the graveyard's out of cycle can come and meet a bunch at the bridge, so we'll see what Mugi can do with it. Jupiter now becoming the aggressor.
Yeah, really, really smart call there with that P.E.K.K.A being cycled to the back left, and that's exactly correct. Graveyard wasn't in cycle. That P.E.K.K.A getting caught behind the Princess Tower with Graveyard in cycle would have been a massive, massive mistake out of Mugi, but he's Mugi. So you see Graveyard not in cycle, P.E.K.K.A cycled in the back. Easy decision-making, at least at this moment.
Yeah, and NATO really working well for Jupiter right now. It's the second time where he's been able to gather together all those defensive troops and just deal with them right in front of Princess Tower. Poison one more time. And Mugi's just doing poison on offense. That's the name of the game right now. Graveyard aggressive. Let's see with a minute 25 left what he can do here.
Well, see, Rich, as soon as this gets deep into triple Elixir, that's when Jupiter's going to have a really difficult time, and I think maybe that's what Mugi's going for. Just extending his life long enough to get deep into triple, because when you talk about that DPS battle, it's night and day. Apples and oranges. It's not even close.
And P.E.K.K.A in takes care of the Ice Whiz. NATO trying to work. Graveyard in one more time. Barbhut in response for JupiterKing. Defensive poison coming out from the Tribe Gaming player. He is up by about 600 HP right now, but that is ticking away.
I love the play of the Tornado there by JupiterKing. It didn't seem like a lot, but what it did is it took the Hunter off the board, which made it so that P.E.K.K.A was not truly supported. And because of that, we can see Jupiter getting back on offense comfortably. Great
and
again.
all that gets pulled out of the way just in time.
Yeah, this is what you expect out of JupiterKing. Brilliant plays, very, very calculated, much more patient, and then he turns up the heat as we get into double and triple Elixir. That's where he loves to live in.
And that NATO again trying to pull everything together. Here we go, final 15 seconds. Defense trying to work its best on the side of Mugi. That poison should be enough, and it looks like, Andrew, Tribe will stay alive a little longer. We're going to game number 3.
just a little bit longer. You saw Mugi there going with a snowball once again, trying to get that Ice Wizard out of the way, but JupiterKing played the Ice Wizard back behind his Princess Tower. And, you know, I'm assuming Mugi's coach is about to come in right now and be like, yo, you're doing great.